Anyways, in 45 seconds, it'll begin. And this time, I am not going to forget to turn the volume on. We have 2 Hyejins on the same skin. What do you look at that? Cairnz is actually known for hard maining Eva. We'll see how good their Eva is compared to how the power creep has been since last time they played. GameSon on Eshion. GLAZE Lily on Shoichi. Got a Hearts. We got Yuki. We got Operafurry on Adela. And we have a JP. Looks like a hack JP? I honestly thought GameSon would go Zahir as well. GameSon has also said that Zahir is very strong this patch. Are they delaying it? Sorry, I'm just checking something. Okay.
May the way justify my bloodshed.
Oh boy, they got it in English. What the heck is that audio glitch? No, don't tell me that's going to be the whole game. But please click on someone. Okay. That audio glitch is still there. Okay. Every time they hit full spectate. So it looks like this Hyejin Xerwrath is going Bojin. With blue cell. Well, start is typically what you end up doing on bow if you get contested too hard. It's typically builds into ballista, but there's a couple flex options you have. Keep your guard. Hyunwoo going with a double rubber build, so they'll be able to go for drop near and for covered agent uniform. I'm actually surprised they didn't go for hospital second. Cairnz already with 3 cloth. Wow. Looks like they're going to be using one of the cloths for their boots, and they got a long spear. There's a lot of things you can do with that. You can go for Lance of Poseidon. You can go for Sky Piercer.
Once I'm paid, I'm getting out of this shitty job.
And GLAZE Lily going the classic Lance of Poseidon setup. Although, looks like they got a doll in supplies. That's going to make them very strong in the early game, which is exactly where Shoichi wants to be. For those of you who don't know, doll upgrades to Uchiwa. Uchiwa has a -4 damage reduction. Very, very powerful start. And then GameSon actually started with a grilled eel in supplies. Very powerful. They're going to be able to go for a drop near this game, and they're carrying a fountain pen. There's a couple reasons why you might want to carry a fountain pen. Most notably that you can build that into a hero helmet later if that becomes an option. It's mostly just for flexibility's sake. Operafurry already has a tuxedo. And it looks like that they're just going the full stack strategy rather than rushing out a weapon.
In the blink of an eye.
And yeah, that is definitely a hack JP if I've ever seen one. They actually have a lot of food to start with. And it looks like they're going for the armor set that gives them a lot of stealth. So that basically the JP is counting on the stealth percent in order to keep him alive for when he pulls off the hack win. So we'll see if that works out for him. So it looks like the Yuki is going for Sky Piercer. They actually have a decent amount of armor, but it looks like they're probably going to have difficulty finishing their boots, just because we've already seen 6 cloth taken off of the map. Well, actually 7 if you count the cloth that Yuki has.
Let's finish it in the blink of an eye.
Not really a whole lot to say about JP here.
I hate to show my true self, but I guess that it can't be helped.
So it looks like Cairnz is just looking for a lighter specifically. And as well to finish their Sky Piercer. So they got the lighter.
You'll be...
Do I look like a...
You can look for a turtle shell, you can look for Osprey here. They got a frying pan. I'm pretty sure that what they wanted was an Osprey. Meanwhile, chat is freaking out over JP because of course they are.
Let's
People love the
finish it
memers.
in the blink of an eye.
They've already finished their body armor. The optic camouflage suit gives 15% reduced chance of being found by an enemy. So basically their chance of being found by an enemy at this point, if they're in dodging stance, is 65%. And then it's even less when they have scout up.
Once I'm paid, I'm getting out of this shitty job.
So GLAZE, Lily is looking to finish their Lance of Poseidon. All they need is a short spear.
May the way justify my bloodshed.
And Vampire is going hand, Hyejin. Their building is a little bit different. Typically, so it looks like they did a 2-steel hand Hyejin, where you use your steel on your weapon and your shield. Typically, you go 4-steel with this, but looks like they had a reason to flex into that. Maybe they had like more than enough leather.
Once I'm paid,
And
I'm getting
just
out
the
of
way
this
things
shitty
worked
job.
out. It is slightly unconventional, but at the same time, you have to react to what the game throws at you. AizawaJun has a lot of Oriental concoctions. They should be able to build a lot of mastery in the mid-game if they decide to fight aggressively, but looks like they just don't want to take fights.
I shan't hold myself back.
Yuki is just sitting here on an injury, deciding that they don't need to heal it.
We're running out of time. Let's get started.
GameStop already has a, what's it called?
May the
A
way
Crimson Flower
justify
set up.
the
If they're able to
spirit.
get Dropnir set up and not forced to eat the Crimson Flower early, they might be able to get double Crimson Flower, which is super powerful. Yeah, Cairnz is going to fight this any day of the week. Cairnz is only taking 6 damage there.
Let's
Xerwrath taking
finish it
30.
in the blink of an eye.
Oh wow, JP's going to be able to get helmet finish too with that mithril. That's actually a very big deal for JP. And they've almost finished their accessory as well, which will give them even more reduced chance to be found. That JP has a very powerful build getting ready.
Let's finish it in the...
It was my own fault.
This is a very strong start for JP. If there was
Let's
ever
finish
a
it
game where
in the
JP is going to
blink
be
of- My
able to
victory
win
is
in
a
this tournament,
foregone
it's going to be this
conclusion.
one. I am telling you right now. That JP is... I'm going to be really honest here. Operafurry, you got 2 items that can be cooked with a heated whetstone. I'm not actually sure why they're not prioritizing that. They might have been contested out, in all fairness. We didn't get to see the whole story here. But they're going for Statue of Soteria. They do need an anatomy model to finish that. The only problem with that build is that you need to get an anatomy model, which is at school or hospital, but there's only one. There's only one at school and there's only one at hospital. And they tend to be picked up and moved around by other players because you can also use it for Syrian Palm Scroll.
This is nothing compared to the
Hyunwoo
past.
went for Poison Glass Knuckle. Looks like they were having a lot of difficulty making food. They went to Town Hall for emergency food, hoping to find a honey and being able to convert that baked potato into glazed potato. It's a little bit... Oh, they got a kill. They did not get killed. I thought the Hyunwoo was going to be dead, but no, the Shoichi's dead.
Keep your guard up.
Wait, why did it say 1 damage? That's not correct. That's not correct at all. Oh, the dog dropped a
way
bandage.
justify
The
my
Hyunwoo is
bloodshed.
still in this game. Poison Glass Knuckles on hand is actually still
I
viable
will be...
because it did not get nerfed like Spy Umbrella
The
did.
spirit has led your way here.
The hand Hyejin seems to... Wait, that's Xerwrath. Okay, so Xerwrath started bow, but then switched over
Let's
to hand.
finish it in the blink of
Okay.
an eye.
Probably forgot to switch off a crude bow into crude glove. That's probably what happened. Oh, that's accessory if they decide to do that, but it looks like they're
May the way
prioritizing
justify-
finishing their laptop first. Hyejin's almost out of food.
Spirit has- I hate...
This is a very questionable fight by the Hyejin, and Cairnz has so much food. It's not even funny. They even have an Atlas Gauntlet. Atlas Gauntlet being one of the strongest arm gears in the game. Cairnz, you want to craft some food? He crafted some hot ramen.
Let's finish it in the blink of an eye.
Okay, yeah, so they're trying to finish their LCD panels so that they can repair the screen on the laptop. Because I played Hack JP, I actually know how this build works now. Look at me go. They do not have enough batteries and wires to get this done. That being said, their build is almost done. And that's going to be very scary to try to keep off of Research Center, especially because they have double soy sauce. So they're able to convert that into food as well. They're going to have so much staying power when they try to contest the Research Center. Unfortunately, they weren't able to secure tunnel. But it looks like both factory and fire stations is open, so JP has access to all the batteries and wires that he needs as long as he doesn't get contested. So JP is going to keep bouncing around, looking to get his batteries and wires ready so that he can finish up his laptop and get his
my bloodshed.
code done. The only thing I worry about for JP is his ability to get a fountain pen. I've already seen a lot of people take fountain pens. I also saw GameSon move a fountain pen. He didn't use it, but he still moved it. And there's only 5 that spawn naturally. Right? I believe the distribution is 3 at school and 2 at hospital. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But this is what makes it so difficult to play Hack JP a lot of times, is that you need 2 of them. And Hyunwoo is very much still in this game. They're going to be able to secure themselves. Oh, are they going to be able to secure Bear? They might be able to. Yeah. And probably going to be Flower unless that Icebox supply drop is really good. We'll see what they picked up. They just picked up Garlic. I disagree with that decision, but you know what? Who am I to judge? I would have picked up the flower. That was guaranteed drop from it.
Let's finish it in the blink of an eye.
I feel like the soy sauces have been a little bit of a detriment to the JP here, only because it's difficult for them to turn to food. Oh, Operafurry has died. I don't know who they died to.
Give me time.
Let's
That
finish
is
it in the
so
blink
little
of an
damage
eye.
to JP. JP took 21 damage from a 48 stat attack weapon.
May the way justify
Unfortunately
my
for
bloodshed.
Hyejin, both Hyejins are almost dead. This one has... Okay, one of the Hyejins killed the other. And then the other one's almost dead. What? Okay.
Hey, we're running out of time. Let's get started.
May the way justify my
This
bloodshed.
poor Hyejin, they need lighters. And they got the mithril string. Uh-oh. I think somebody was just here.
I will be
Yep.
preparing your
You
funeral
gotta leave?
rite.
You gotta leave? They got away in time. Are all the lighter areas closed? I genuinely don't know. Oh, they've died to Cairnz.
I hate to show my true
Cairnz
self.
is able to get a ramen from that.
Hey, we're running out of time.
So most likely if
Let's get
JP is able to open the
compared to
research
the
center,
past.
which at this point I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to. I'm pretty sure what's going to end up happening is that Cairnz is going to end up guarding.
Or die.
Unless the Eshion is able to pull ahead. But Eshion doesn't typically pull ahead until much later in the game. Yeah, Cairnz it plays very aggressively. They've always been known for it.
Hey, we're running.
Let's
frame
finish
drop
it
is
in the
killing me.
blink of an eye.
They need so many more batteries and wires. It's not even funny. Okay, yeah, Cairnz is here. Took 64 from the first hit. That's a lot. So I believe at this point you need to make a
This is nothing compared to the past.
you need an ion battery. So they're looking for the energy, not the energy drink. I actually forget what it's called. GameStop went for Death Adder.
Let's finish it in the blink of an eye.
Oh, there's the... That's unfortunate. Just taking the random Mythro string that Xerwrath placed down before they died. Luckily for JP, they were able to secure one of the fountain pens. But unluckily for JP, they're not actually able to do anything with the soy sauces they got. So we'll see what happens.
Who's there?
Yeah, and unfortunately for the JP, the gorilla is wasting searches for him. He's actually not going to be able to get wires anymore. And they need so many more wires. I actually think the JP doesn't have enough time to hack. Because what's going to happen... So for those of you who don't know, so this is second night now. And after this round, it's going to be day. And JP has zero access to wires at this point. They cannot finish their laptop in time before night ends. And the reason why you need to start hacking before night ends is that if you hack during the day, the game gives a notification saying where on the map you are. So, unfortunately, JP can no longer win this game. I'm actually surprised GameSong wasn't able to go double Crimson Flower because they were not able to go for drop near this game.
I guess that it can't be helped.
Cairnz is fridging really hard. They're probably looking for more tunas at this point. Their build gives them
This time,
additional damage from their accessory and their arm gear. Very powerful. AizawaJun is behind on mastery, but has a decent amount of food. They just need to find good fights.
This is nothing compared to the
Ooh! The Hyunwoo is actually
Let's
not
finish
doing
it
that
in the
bad.
blink of an eye.
That being said, the Hyunwoo has a lot to go in order to beat Cairnz. Cairnz has a ton of food. Yeah, the JP is not going to have enough time to hack. Which is unfortunate. This is the most annoying thing about this streaming platform that this guy is on, is these stupid little things that pass over the screen. Ugh. Please pick somebody, friend. I really don't want to hear this glitch sound anymore. Also, bear respawned.
Hey, we're running out of time. Let's get started.
Yeah, unfortunately, JP
I hate
lost.
to show my true self, but I guess
Both factory and
This time,
tunnel
mine.
restricting at the same time was a death sentence for JP, and they weren't able to find any wires. So interestingly enough, the heart decided to eat the herbs instead of the garlic bread when they could have used the herbs to make healing potions later. Probably just wasn't something they were thinking about, but they were able to secure some scrambled eggs, which is always good. So yeah, now it's day. Unfortunately for JP, even if they finish the computer, the moment that they start hacking, there's an immediate notification saying where they are hacking from. So they're no longer going to be able to do that. I think Cairnz will win unless GameSon gets a very cheeky kill, which could very much happen. Oh, that was unfortunate for GameSon. Looks like they got double hit. I think what happened was GameSon got hit by both Hyun and Hearts, and then Heart ran away immediately.
This is nothing.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, and then GameSon was forced off.
Let's finish it in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, JP doesn't have a choice except to just play for second.
This time, my music will transform these minds.
That is
without
unfortunate.
fail.
If there was ever a game
move.
where the JP could have won, it was this one, and they just weren't able to get their wires.
Don't move.
Unfortunate. Can we get an F in the chat for
This is
JP?
nothing compared to the
And maybe a couple Bible thumps? Poor JP. JP tried his best. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I mean, even though that Hyunwoo's at SS, they need a lot of food to be able to deal with how much food Cairnz has. Even with the natural healing that JP has.
But I guess
Hyunwoo has.
Hey, we're running out of
Now
time.
that being said, Cairn's
Let's get
food is
started.
actually being pressured, but GameSon is almost out of food. Luckily was able to secure a crow, able to get a little bit more food, able to stay alive just a little bit longer. Oh, got an herb.
Let's
Okay.
finish it
If they're
in the
able to get
blink
the
of
corpse
an eye.
again, they get even more food. You know, JP's almost dead. They were only able to use one of the soy sauces by the looks of it. GameSon is almost dead.
Hey,
That is unfortunate. Died to Cairnz. Cairnz is definitely going to pick up that heated oil. Or is he? He picked up the heated oil as predicted. Cairnz, if you have been around for when Cairnz was playing a lot, Cairnz is known for being able to animal control birds extremely well. And that's part of the reason why GameSon died there, is because GameSon had heated oil. He was looking for a bird. But the thing is that Cairnz actually knows the timer of when birds respawns. And he was actually there at Lighthouse ready to contest it.
This time, my music
That's just
will
what Cairn does.
transform these minds without fail.
And it's what makes him such a powerful player, is because what a lot of people don't realize is that birds is one of the most reliable sources of food in the game. The only issue is that it's difficult to control just because they die in one shot.
This time, my music will transform these minds without fail.
It looks like all the players want to take this into final area. I don't think Cairnz is fighting anyone. And so we're just going to chill for 40 seconds. Oh!
This is nothing.
Cairnz decided to be aggressive. Cairnz said, no, Hyunwoo, you're not chilling. We're fighting. Hyunwoo runs straight into Heart and dies. Cairnz saying, nah, we're going to end this game right now. We're not going to play any games. I'm not going to be double hit in final area. You're not going to outvalue me with like a random Crimson Flower. We're not doing this today. So it looks like to me, Cairnz will be able to secure himself a #1 spot and get himself into the final round.
I hate to show my true self, but I guess that it can't be helped.
Yeah, and there's no way Cairnz loses here.
You'll...
Yeah. Heart had no food. Very good showing from Cairnz. It's been a long time since he has played. He was able to pull ahead by maintaining animal control, got a lot of food in the early to mid game, and was able to dominate throughout the entire game. My eyes are still on GameSon for the next time this group plays. And we'll see how they do. Now, I